So I first started wrestling when I was 8 years old. Me and my sister were fighting over a Hello Kitty pencil my mom bought us for school. And when we started grappling, my dad noticed that we kind of looked like we were wrestling, so he started to take us to wrestling classes, and we loved it, and then got interested in other mixed martial arts sports, and that's where I joined jiu-jitsu and judo. When I entered the Triple Crown, it was an all-boys tournament, and I was the only girl, and I won that tournament, and that was probably the best day of my life when I was 9. I won over 30 national tournaments. I am a 4-time state champion for wrestling. I also won a US Open, won the World Championships for cadets. Also for judo and jiu-jitsu, I won over 24 national tournaments. While I was training for the Olympic trials, I had a tournament which was the US Open. During that tournament, I took a shot in, and that person sprawled super, super hard, and I felt my shoulder come out of my socket. It just always popped out during practices after that, and I told my mom, and she was like, no, I'm gonna take you to the hospital now.
MRI showed she had what's called a Bankart tear. And a Bankart tear is a tear of the labrum which allows the shoulder to dislocate. It got to the point where she could no longer rely upon that arm for her wrestling moves, and she was deeply hindered.
When I asked him to examine my shoulder, he said, I'm telling you you need surgery, but I'm going to give you a second opinion. And he brought his co-worker in who also specializes in shoulder.
Just for the purpose of deciding what was best for Teshya, not what was best for Dr. Weldon's record or his perceptions.
The family discussed it, got second opinions, and decided to have surgery.
My dream basically into somebody else's hands, so I really, really had to trust him, and that's what I did. I gave him basically my dream, and he did what he's really good at.
What I told her, it's 5 times a day stretching and following intense strengthening regimen for the next 6 weeks. She took to that very well, did everything I asked her to do, and when I saw her at the 3-month mark, she had already become strong again, and her range of motion was perfect.
I kind of saw the old Teshya at practice where she can just get after it and not have anything holding her back.
What we tried to do here at Straub was to create a subspecialized orthopedic practice. I do shoulder and elbow work, and that's all that I do in my elective practice. And she benefited from that because the surgery that she had is a difficult surgery, and the more you do that sort of surgery, the better you get at it, and therefore the better outcomes you can have.
So for all athletes out there who have a setback, I would totally recommend Straub and Joint because they know what they're doing, and I'm talking from experience.
Our partnership in healing came together the way it's supposed to come together. I'm supposed to do my job, and I did. My nursing staff and my therapists are supposed to do their job, and they did. And the patient is supposed to do their job, and obviously Teshya did. And that is a functional partnership in healing, and it works. And it's the only way to get these excellent outcomes.